The revelation that the severance packages budgeted for President Muhammadu Buhari, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, state governors and other political appointees leaving office next year may cost the country about 63.45 billion naira has sparked outrage among Nigerians, especially some human rights activists who feel that such an amount is unjustifiable in the face of daunting economic challenges bedeviling the country. The figure also covers the severance gratuity for ministers, commissioners, National Assembly members, and special advisors. A breakdown of the package indicated that the federal government would pay out 3.39 billion naira, while the states will cough out 60.06 billion naira. According to the document obtained from the website of the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Allocation Commission, the severance allowance is separate from the financial packages which may be in place as retirement benefits or pensions for some of the political office holders. As approved by the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Allocation Commission, political office holders are entitled to 300% of their annual salary as severance package. In addition, some ex-governors will be paid 100% of their annual basic salary for life after leaving office. The revelation is also coming when the Court of Appeal had passed a judgment against it in 2019. The court had held that it is unjustifiable for politicians who hold office for not more than 8 years to allocate huge public funds to themselves in the name of pension and severance package, while civil servants who committed most of their active years to service of the nation are denied their benefits. Reacting to today's development, a unionist, Chief Wale Oyeni, said it is unfortunate that Nigerian leaders have not learned the act of selfless service to the people. He called on government not to engage in illegalities and respect the appeal court judgment against jumbo packages.
People now that spent 35 years, they are not to get anything. And you spent only 4 or maximum of 8 years, and you are getting billions of naira. So my take is that in this country we have a long way to go for us to develop. In developed countries, it can happen. It cannot happen. More so, there's a court judgment on it, banning it, say it's very illegal. What are they doing? They just take us for granted. They take we Nigerians for granted. They take we workers for granted. That's not the case. So it's a legal activity. And I pray that one day NSC or TUC will wake up from their slumber and even sue the government.
Speaking in the same vein, a human rights activist, Comrade Wahid Lawal, stated that the way democracy is practiced in Nigeria defied all moral logic, as it has only benefited the ruling class and left majority of the masses in abject poverty.
If Nigerians who works for 35 meritorious years to serve their fatherland could not get their pension on time, and they are earmarking billions of naira for the past president, it shows that our leaders, they were not concerned about the plight of the people, which is wrong. Democracy entails government of the people, by the people and for the people. But what they were running now is a government of the few, by the few and for the few. Millions of Nigerians, they were wallowing in abject poverty. That is uncalled for. Though it is their constitutional right, because the constitution has budgeted for them, but whichever way, they should be concerned about the welfare of their citizens.
In his contribution, the rights activist Comrade Murtala Abdullah stated that Nigeria's democracy is the most expensive in the world and only caters for the ruling class to the detriment of the masses.
Their gratuity, their pensions are not paid as and when due. But when politicians leave office after spending 4 years or maximum for the executive positions 8 years, they take humongous amount. For how long we can do this, I don't know. But I think we have got to a labyrinth. We have got to a crossroad where others, apart from politicians, must take active interest in what happens in Nigeria. Otherwise, this unfortunate incident will continue to linger on.
Chief Oyeniyi, Comrade Lawal, and Comrade Agbola called on labor unions across the country, civil society groups, and the generality of the people to employ all constitutional means to to save Nigeria's economy from total collapse.